get the things up the side and get the chat up. So if anybody, here we go. Right. Okay, I'm muting everybody. So just if you need to speak, just press the space bar or unmute yourself. Okay, let's start. We're going to just roll the shoulders forwards and backwards. Just get them all nicely, sort of stretch them. You know, you should feel the muscles and then just feel the relaxing power of doing nothing. Okay, head side to side. Stretch the neck just a little either side and forwards and backwards. And then just feel it. Really just no muscle use at all. It should just feel really, really relaxed when you put it back on. Okay, we're going to hiss for 8, 12, 16. So breathe, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Breathe, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. Do the 8 with the second ball out. So breathe, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Feel those muscles as you do 5, 6, 7, 8. Once more. Breathe, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Marvellous. I say the word, you send back. Rupatuka, rupatuka. Shh, 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 shh. Ch, 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 ch. S, 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 s. F, 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 f. Okay, we're going to sing. List. Zing ding a ding, zing ding a ding. Okay, 3, 4. And zing ding a ding, 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 zing. Zing ding a ding, 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 zing. Zing ding a ding, 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 zing. Zing ding a ding, 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 zing. Zing ding a ding, 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 zing. Zing ding a ding, 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 zing. Zing ding a ding, 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 zing. Zing ding a ding, 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 zing. Marvellous. And then ba ba lum ba la yo. And up on your tiptoes too if you feel so inclined. Or if you're standing obviously. Ba lum ba la yo yo. Ba lum ba la yo. Ba lum ba la yo yo. Ba lum ba la yo. Ba lum ba la yo. Judith, I have to ask you, how are you getting this zooming effect on you? It looks like she's in an American. Look, it keeps going. Oh, I can't hear you. It zooms in on you. It's lovely to watch, but it looks like you've got a cameraman round this evening, who's doing some sort of snazzy.
Press the space bar, Judith.
It's automatic. It's an option on the camera that I didn't have switched on before.
Oh, it's lovely. Well, keep it there. It's great.
Good, thank you.
If you can, watch Judith. It's fantastic. It's like it's all action in her house. Yes. It's all go. Yeah. Okay. Where have I got to? The next one. Diddley lee law, diddley lee law, diddley lee law lee. Now you work your mouth on this one. E, or. Diddley, wide mouth for diddley. Lee, wide mouth. Law, long mouth. Okay, diddley lee law, diddley lee law. It should be like exercising your jaw muscles. It's not how you're meant to sing. Don't worry, you're not going to sing like this in a concert, but it's just a little warm up. Diddley. Oh, Carol's cameraman's arrived. Makes your picture furry. Here we go. Diddley and diddley lee law, diddley lee law, diddley lee law lee. Diddley lee law, diddley lee law, diddley lee law lee. Diddley lee law, diddley lee law, diddley lee law lee. Diddley lee law, diddley lee law, diddley lee law lee. Diddley lee law, diddley lee law, diddley lee law lee. Diddley lee law, diddley lee law, diddley lee law lee. Diddley lee law, diddley lee law, diddley lee law lee. Diddley lee law, diddley lee law, diddley lee law lee. Diddley lee law, diddley lee law, diddley lee law lee. Last one. Diddley lee law, diddley lee law, diddley lee law lee. Marvellous, marvellous. Oh, it's all go now. Judith's camera zooming. The cat's having a flipping fit. It's fantastic. Try and get those two on your screen. If you can't see anything else, have a look at Judith and her new cameraman and Carol's cat. It's all go. It's all go. Here we go. We go to the last one. E-ya, e-ya. This is with the diaphragm though. So he. Give it a little kick every time you're on that little bit. So e-ya, e-ya. E-ya, 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 e. Oops, sorry, I'm just muting everybody. Sorry, I missed the mute button here. E-ya, 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 e-ya. Iya, 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 last one. Iya, 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 Splendid, splendid. Do sit down, do sit down. Now, where's my list of what we're doing tonight? What we got on the agenda? Oh, we're going to start with a bit of Mozart. Mozart. This is the now. These are the two movements we did out of the Fore last week. It was the Sanctus and the Agnus Dei. This week we're doing the Sanctus and the Agnus Dei from Mozart's Requiem. Very, very different. If you remember the last week. Here we go. Now let me just see. Is everything being shared? You should hear this very soon. Here is the Sanctus for the Mozart. Sorry, I don't know which page it's on. Someone got the page number?
62.
Thank you. 62. Thanks, Joe. Here we go. Marvellous. Now, the Agnus Dei. We need to go to the end of the book for that one. Agnus Dei. Here we go. first piece, isn't it? What a fabuloso piezo. Right. Oh, I know what I just was looking at what we were doing this time last year. Let me just stop showing that. Do you remember this time last year when the COVID epidemic had just sort of started? We were all wondering what to do. Let me just share this with you. This was the week we recorded this. Can you see that? Look at that terrible, terrible graphics. I've bought a much better program since then. This is done on old video pad. Have a quick listen to this. It's only about 20 seconds long, but this was our first attempt. Look at this. I hope it's coming. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? You can't hear it.
Not really.
No, let me just, I forgot to share something then. Let me just do that properly. Okay. Share that. Oh, I know what it was. Sorry, yeah, here we go. Okay. Right, try that again. I'll wind it back to the beginning. It's only about 30 seconds. Here we go. It's nice to see some faces here, haven't we? All we need is love. All we need is love. All we need is love. Love. Love is all we need. All we need is love. All we need is love. All we need is love. Love. Love is all we need. There we go. That was fun, wasn't it?
I think we've improved.
I think we've improved no end.
I think you have. I think your technology has improved.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. I've learned how to use the recording program. That's true, and you've learned how to use your recording machines a lot better. But that video program was one that I picked up for like 39 quid, and I've now got Adobe Premiere Pro. So you know the fade at the end. I'd forgotten it. It doesn't fade. It just goes into bits. It just goes into pixels. It doesn't fade the pixels away. It just takes some of them away, and it goes all spotty. Anyway, I just thought it was this time last year that we recorded that. That's a year ago, almost to the day. Anyway, let's get on with what we're doing today. This is Puppet on a String we're going to go to. Very appropriate, because wasn't this a Eurovision Song Contest winner for us?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking towards Find You, Steve.
Yeah.
I knew you'd know.
It was Sandy Shaw who performed it barefoot.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
and
Sandy
it was
Shaw.
Written by Bill Martin and Phil Coulter, who wrote a lot of the Bay City Rollers hits, for anyone who remembers
that. Yes. And didn't we have a sad death of a Space City roller the other week?
Les McEwen.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Yeah.
This used to be my party piece when I was a kid.
Oh, excellent. Oh, I'm glad. You'll have to show us the choreography to it when we've learned it. Okay, let's go. I think I've got it all set. No, hang on. I need to get back up sharing. I'm not sharing properly for this now. Ooh, that's update the app. Right, I've got going again. Here we go. Right, so let's just dive in. I'll give you the first few bars from the beginning, the 2 bars introduction, and then we'll just do the sopranos for the first little bit up to. Let me just get this. There it is. And we just do the first section up to bar 10. Here we go. So.
Say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string.
Okay, so it's a long note at the end. Sorry, could you hear it okay at the beginning? I've just adjusted the volume. I'll do that just once more quickly. The sopranos who went on.
I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Off. Okay. I'm not counting in time, I don't think. It sounds in time to me, but I'll try not to do that too often. But it's 8 beats at the end there. Can you remember this? So, I wonder. So we take it off. Do you see the second beat? the crotchet rest in the second bar that we sing for everybody. So the sopranos, I'll leave you out now. We're going to have this altos. You start on the same note, altos, but you very quickly go your own way. Here we go.
I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string.
I might just do that very quickly. So I can't separate the parts here now. They're too difficult to find. But the alto, let me just do alto 2. This is like a puppet on a string. This is from bar 6, 7, 8. Like a puppet on a string. And then the seconds, like a puppet on a string. And now this is all unusual. I don't know if I think I spoke one week about thirds. You know how thirds they sound like this. Okay, they're the usual way you harmonise. It's very unusual to be going. These are in fourths. They don't have the same sort of feel. That like a puppet on a string, and then it goes to thirds when we get to there. So like a puppet, It sounds a little bit odd. I'll give you the alto part just once more, and then we'll do the tenor and bass.
I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string.
Okay, now let's do the tenors on the same thing here. Or let's do sopranos and altos together. So now, whenever you sing, it happens in all music. If you're singing on the same note and then you're not, you need to push away from each other. So the sopranos, you need to give more on the second crotchet of the first bar you sing in, and soprano, alto is the same. You need to push away from each other. Here we go, the soprano and alto together.
Wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string,
Okay, that comes quite a few times, as you might have guessed. But tenors, same thing, 2 bars in.
Wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string.
And yours is much more normal on that. Just in thirds, as we'd expect on that bit. I was going to say, I'll just do that once more. Tenors, you just take your note straight off the sopranos. I'll let you hear the sopranos. Go, I. This whole bit at the beginning. Excuse me, sorry. This whole bit at the beginning, it's got I. It starts on one note, altos spread away, tenors come in, then basses. So I, alto, tenors, bass. It's got that effect. So you need to be on quick on each other's heels. Let's just do the very first bit, tenors only. You'll hear the sopranos bring you in.
Wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string.
Okay, and the basses, you'll hear, well, I'll let you hear the sopranos and the tenors, okay, just so you'll hear all those parts coming in one at a time before you. Okay, here we go. And then you'll hear nothing. You'll hear just the bass.
I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string.
Now, let me just sort something very odd about that, isn't there? There's no reverb on the basses. What's happened? What has happened to the basses? Okay, they've just routed to the wrong channel. Let me just sort this out. 2 seconds. They should have gone to that group. I think that's right now. I'm sorry. Let me just hear the bass.
I wonder if one day.
Okay, that's got the reverb back on the same, so just sounds like they're in a room rather than a studio. Okay, let's have the tenors and basses, and what you're going to hear now is just sopranos will give you that first note, and then tenors and basses.
I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string.
Right, and the moment of truth, everybody together. So now, and you'll get the. I'll play this a couple of times. If you want to just listen the first time, it's fine. You'll hear I. You'll hear everybody joining in one. Yes, I'm here.
I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. Like a puppet on a string.
Marvellous. And that, I think, is exactly the same as... can we just move on very quickly to the second page, bar 23, 24, 25, 26. I think we've got exactly the same thing there. This is... Can we just do 26? I'm pretty sure it's the same. So just straight in, I'll give you 2 bars before 26. Is that right? You'll just hear the bit you haven't done before, but we'll go back and do that in 2 seconds. Here we go. There we are, just there.
Will be gone. I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. Like a puppet on a string.
Okay, and then I think it's the same as we're going to bar 49. Just checking all these. Let's do bar 49, 2 bars before that. Just make sure that's exactly the same. There's one at the end with there's a few more notes on the last page, but I think this is basses. I think this is slightly different, isn't it? Like a puppet on a string, like a... You're starting to build up. You've got extra notes in bar 54, but I think you can manage that. Here we go. Bar 49. I'm sorry, bar 49. So this will be bar 47.
Where's it leading me to? I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. Like a puppet on a string.
Okay, just it's almost exactly the same. Basses, you've just got an extra couple of notes, and then on the last page, we've all got extra notes. So it starts. Well, actually, it's on the penultimate bar, the last but one page. The last bar of page 3 is the next one, which is up in another key. The only thing that's different, I'm not going to play that to you because it's in a different key and it'll just upset us. It's on bar 62, 63, like a puppet. The underneath 3 parts, alto, tenor, bass, in bar 63, on all the times before have gone there like a puppet, rest, rest, like a puppet. Do you see what I'm saying? You normally have 2 beats rest. You normally go, bar 62 normally sounds like this for the underneath. Madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet, like a puppet on a string. There's 2 breaths, 2 rests there. They're not rests, so you just carry on singing. That's the only thing that's different. I'm not going to just go through that, but if you just make a note, or maybe just a mental note. Okay, we're going to go back to the first page now and just start on the rest of the bits of song that we have neglected so badly so far. We're going to go from Love is Just Like a Merry-Go-Round. We'll do the alto first because they're the only one. The sopranos, I'm sure, know Sandy's version of it very well indeed. Okay, this is 1 bar before you come in.
Love is just like a merry-go-round with all the fun of the fair.
Okay, with the sopranos, because I'm sure sopranos, you know that tune. Love is just... Okay, 1 bar.
Love is just like a merry-go-round with all the fun of the fair.
Okay, I hope you're paying attention. Tenors and basses, you've got exactly the same thing. Basses, we'll have all the fun of the fair, and then it'll be just basses, please.
All the fun of the fair.
One day I'm feeling down on the ground, then I'm up in the air.
Okay, you hope you recognise that. You've heard the soprano singing that, the alto singing it. Okay, now it's the tenors and basses together. Tenors, it's the tune, I'm sure you know it.
All the fun of the fair.
One day I'm feeling down on the ground, then I'm up in the air.
Okay, on to the next section, which will be just sopranos first. Let's just do that little bit where we got to. Dun, dun, da, 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 da.
Are you leading me on? Tomorrow will you be gone?
And then we're back into the chorus, which we know. Okay, so I'm going to do the altos that same bit now. So, oh, are you leading me on? Like that. That's bar whatever it is, bar 21.
Are you leading me on? Tomorrow will you be gone? Tomorrow will be gone.
That's quite tricky. It's quite fast, and I'll give you extra bar into that. This is 2 bars into it from the tenors, so you get a proper cue now. So
then I'm up in the air.
Are you leading me on? Tomorrow will you be gone? Tomorrow will be gone.
Okay, good. Let's do that with the sopranos. Same thing, please. With the sopranos. Here we go. Oh, sorry, we'll get the tenors tune.
Then I'm up in the air.
Are you leading me on? Tomorrow will you be gone? Tomorrow will be gone.
And then we're on to home ground. Great, lovely. So I'm going to do the tenors next. You'll hear the sopranos sing that. Are you? I'll just let them sing that. Are you leading me on? Okay, this will be you singing. Then I'm up in the air. I'm going to play from 19 tenors, and you'll hear a little bit of soprano just to go over that little gap.
Then I'm up in the air.
Are
you leading me on? Tomorrow will you be gone? Tomorrow will be gone.
There's will what tomorrow will. There's a will. That's it. There's a note at the beginning of 23, 24, 25. The first note should be a C, not an A. Okay. Do you see that? It makes perfect sense when you're listening to it. Tomorrow will be gone. Oh, and then didn't I do it? Oh, sorry. I should know this, shouldn't I?
Tomorrow will be gone.
Okay, and the last note is a B flat. It just follows that same pattern. Like bells chiming. Have you got that? Basses, tenors. Is that okay? There are 2 notes to change. The first note of bar 25 is a B flat, and the third note is an A. Okay. A B flat. The third note is a B flat. Second note an A. C, A, B flat. Is that what I said? Okay. I'm confused. Don't know. So, mi, fa. That's what it is. Ti, so, la, fa, so, mi, fa. That would be great if I could tell it you like that. Okay, let's do the bass is the same thing. So we're going to have, you'll hear yourself singing. Then when I'm up in the air, you'll hear that, and then you'll hear the soprano sing a couple of notes, and then you're back in. Oh no, you won't, because I haven't got it on the thing. Here it is now.
Then I'm up in the air.
Oh, sorry, let me do that properly. Sorry, I've got them the wrong way around.
Then I'm up in the air. Are you leading me on? Tomorrow will you be gone? Tomorrow will be gone.
Okay, do the tenors and basses together. Sopranos will put in the obligatory couple of notes between the phrases.
Then I'm up in the air. Are you leading me on? Tomorrow will you be gone? Tomorrow will be gone.
Okay, that will make sense. Let's try everybody together that same bit. So this is the cue is the tenors and basses singing, then I'm up in the air, and then we're all together.
Then I'm up in the air.
Are you leading me on? Tomorrow will you be gone? Tomorrow will be gone.
Marvellous. Let's do the whole of that section. So this is the bottom of page 1, bar before the sopranos and altos come in with Love is Just Like a Merry-Go-Round. And then we'll run into that chorus that we were just got to there. So whole chunk, please.
Love is just like a merry-go-round with all the fun of the fair.
One day I'm feeling down on the ground, then I'm up in the air.
Are you leading me on? Tomorrow will you be gone?
Tomorrow will be gone.
I
Wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet,
on a string.
like a puppet on a string.
Marvellous. Okay, is that all coming together, I hope? Let's go on to the next section. So we have to do one bar before we go. Basses, we're going to do you all the way through on your own, just this section, because it sort of builds from you.
I may win on the roundabout, then I'll lose on the swings. In or out, there is never a doubt. Just who's pulling the strings, who's pulling the strings. Tied up to you, but where's it leading me to? But where's it leading me to?
And then we're back into home ground. I'll do, maybe I'll do that. No, I'll do that all again. I'm just wondering if it's a large section, but let's just do it. Okay, one bar before you come in again. Basses, bottom of page 2.
I may win on the roundabout, then I'll lose on the swings. In or out, there is never a doubt. Just who's pulling the strings, who's pulling the strings. Tied up to you, but where's it leading me to? But where's it leading me to?
Okay, and then we're into chorus. Let's do the tenors, the same thing. You'll hear the basses start, and then I'll leave it to you once you come in. Okay.
I may win on the roundabout, then I'll lose on the swings. In or out, there is never a doubt. Just who's pulling the strings, who's pulling the strings. Tied up to you, but where's it leading me to? But where's it leading me to?
Okay, and then we're into... Let's do tenors and basses together, that same bit. So.
I may win on the roundabout, then I'll lose on the swings. In or out, there is never a doubt. Just who's pulling the strings, who's pulling the strings. Tied up to you, but where's it leading me to? But where's it leading me to?
Okay, good. Turn those tenor and bass off. Well, it'll be altos now. You'll hear tenor and bass until you need to start, and then I'll mute them. Okay, from same place. Tenors and basses will lead the altos in.
I may win on the roundabout, then I'll lose on the swings.
In or out, there is never a doubt. Just who's pulling the strings, who's pulling the strings. Tied up to you, but where's it leading me to? But where's it leading me to?
Okay, good. The altos, in a way, it's a little bit unfair. These sharps, flats, and everything. I've not really given you any courtesies. Helen's singing it right, but it would be fairer of me to have put in bar 44 on the second note, natural. So at the end of bar 43, you've got an E flat. Who's pulling the? You've got an E flat there, and then strings. It should mark that it goes up to the E natural. Do you see in bar 44? And then there's another one. I think in a way it's not, nothing's wrong here, but this little bit. But where's it leading me to? But is a B flat. When you've had so many sharps like this, a G sharp, after you've had a G sharp, which is the third sharp that introduces itself in our system. You know, it goes F sharp is always the first sharp, then C sharp, then G sharp. That's quite a long way away from a B flat, for those who know the key signatures. So it really should have a courtesy on that B flat as well. But for what you're singing, you need to just remember it's all semitones. Where's it leading me to? But where's it? They're all very close there, which always makes it difficult to sing. And then leading, strictly speaking, should have put a natural on that. Where's it leading me to? I'll just do the altos once more, that same thing. Tenors and basses will sing you in.
I may win on the roundabout, then I'll lose on the swings.
In or out, there is never a doubt. Just who's pulling the strings, who's pulling the strings. Tied up to you, but where's it leading me to? But where's it leading me to? Ah!
And then home to home ground. Oh, marvellous. Okay, I'll do the same thing. Altos, I'll keep you singing, and we'll just have the sopranos on top of that, because the sopranos, it is just tune, I think, once you get going. Okay, so everybody, well, to begin with.
I may win on the roundabout, then I'll lose on the swings.
In or out, there is never a doubt. Just who's pulling the strings, who's pulling the strings. I'm all tied up to you, tied up to you. But where's it leading me to? But where's it leading me to? Ah!
Okay, and I'll leave everybody in now. This is the same section from bar 34. Here we are.
I may win on the roundabout, then I'll lose on the swings. In or out, there is never a doubt. Just who's pulling the strings, who's pulling the strings. I'm all
tied up to you,
tied up to you. But where's it leading me to? But where's it leading me to?
Ah!
Okay, good. Now we're on the home run now. So we've done that little. Well, let's just do it now. But that I'm going to sing that chorus, which is almost the same as the others, as I've said. It's just those extra couple of notes of the basses, and then we'll go into the next one, which is up that key change. So you'll get a chance to hear that. Here we go. It's almost to the end now.
I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there, like a puppet on a string, like a puppet on a string. I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there, like a puppet on a string, like a puppet on a string. Like a puppet on a string.
Okay, that ending. You can hear what's going to happen at the end of that, can't you, in the concert? I rehearsed this within an inch of everybody's life last time, and it went right. Okay, but it's got two dangers. Like a puppet on a then you have to remember not to sing string, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you still don't sing it. You go one more string. Okay, like a puppet on a 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, string, and it's quiet at the end. It's a cheeky end. Let me play that ending a couple of times. If you just this is like a puppet on a string. This is the long note of the sopranos in bar 64. We're going from there. Okay.
Like a puppet on a string. Like a puppet on a string.
Okay, that once more. Just there's no problem with doing this a million times right. Okay, just get this in your head.
String, like a puppet on a string. Like a puppet on a string.
Okay.
We
Cute.
could always watch you, Jonathan.
Oh, that's a novel idea. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for those who don't know,
controversial, Joyce. Controversial, that was.
Yeah. No, for those who are in any two minds about what Joyce was saying, I'm that person who's standing between you and your friends in the audience. If you've ever noticed that you can't see your friends properly, that's my fault. That's what it is.
Well, the person swatting all the flies, is that what
Yeah, that's it. Yes. Yeah, gave me exercise. I'm putting weight on. I think actually conducting, waving my arms around all evening, keeps me thin. Well, not very thin, but thinner than I am. Let's go from the beginning to the end. We're just going to run the whole thing. See if you can get that ending right. Be honest. Tell me if you go wrong at the end. I hope you've put some exclamation marks in your copy. It should be one of those little triangles, with an exclamation mark in the middle. This is not normal. You've got to concentrate just at the end. Here we go. Let's try it.
I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. Like a puppet on a string. Love is just like a merry-go-round with all the fun of the fair.
One day I'm feeling down on the ground, then I'm up in the air.
Are you leading me on? Tomorrow will you be gone? Tomorrow will be gone. I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. Like a puppet on a string.
I may win on the roundabout, then I'll lose on the swings. In or out, there is never a doubt.
Just who's pulling the strings?
Who's pulling the strings?
Tied up to you.
Tied up to you.
But where's it leading me to? But
Where's it leading me to?
I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. Like a puppet on a string. I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. Like a puppet on a string. Like a puppet on a string.
How did you do at the end? Anyone come in wrong? Oh, good, thumbs up all round. That's great. Lovely. Let me just put that away. Now, we're going to just look a bit of... there we go. Right. Going to look at the Messiah now. All we like sheep. And it's just those... where's my copy gone? Here it is. We're just going to look at those runs in the thing. So it's on page 95 in here. Oh, where's my script? Here is it. Oh, wrong concert. So I've lost my page numbers for the other people. It's on 95 in the Prout, which is the one some of you had. I'm not sure who's got the number for the other. Can you shout it out for someone?
106.
Thank you. Thanks. Great. So 95 or 106. Let me move this around a little bit. We're going to just look. It's only the runs we're looking at. We're not looking at the whole thing. We just don't want the runs to go stale on us. And this has got now sopranos start on the first one. We have so we've got from the end of the first page, okay? Sopranos with me. We have okay, here we go, sing and we have once more and one. We have okay, that's the sort of normal one. It follows this pattern each time. That that's the usual pattern, but it always starts with one where they both turn down. So those are that's the usual way it goes together. But the first time it goes in, it's two downs. We have okay. I think I stood there in front of you doing those, didn't I? I can't remember if I was doing it with you or another your choir. But and then see what I mean? It's one of those or one of those, one of those, one of those. Just make a note of it. It wouldn't hurt to write it in the copy if that makes it easy for you to remember. Okay, altos. You've got the same thing, I think, isn't it? Isn't it exactly the same thing? So your first one, down, down. Down and up, down, up. Okay, so yours is following the same pattern as the sopranos. Two downs and then a down, up, down, up. Here we go. Altos. We have okay. If I just let me just demonstrate once more what I'm saying, just to listen to in these runs. If I miss out one note in at the end of each set of four semiquavers, you'll see what I'm talking about. We have sorry, let me play it with my fingers. We have... Do you see what I mean? I'll go diddle-dum, diddle-dum. It's downs and ups. It's the downs and ups you need to remember on this. Okay, we're on to tenors. He's fair, isn't he, Handel? He doesn't sort of go, it'll just be all altos in this one, just get run after run after run. It's everybody gets one. Okay, this is letter B, tenors. We... Sorry about that. It's the same pattern though. Let me play that properly. And... Is that okay? Shout if you want it slowly once. It's very easy to do. It's very difficult to find a recording where they do it slowly for you. If you want it slowly, please shout out. We're on to sopranos again. Oh, he's missed the basses out, hasn't he? Okay, basses, keep quiet about it. You're doing all right so far. Sopranos, top of page 97 or the third page. Same pattern. Up, down, up. Do you see that? Okay. I hope you're getting to recognise it. It's the same as you've done before, that one. Okay, it must be basses next. Oh, it's tenors. It does tenors before the basses. Okay. Okay, this is letter D. Have you got it on page 98 in here? It's the fourth page of the thing. Okay, tenors. And let me just have it. You go. It's exactly the same pattern. Here we go. Okay, same pattern. Basses, you get exactly the same. Oh no, yours is a different pattern. It's not quite the pattern it should be, which should go down.
The basis to shake it up a bit. That's why it's saved us till last, so we can start changing things. That's why.
Yes, that's right. He's not let you learn the other one. He's just assumed you've paid no attention to the other runs, Dave. That's what it is. He's right. You know, wake up basses. You've got to do something, and it's different. Yeah, but your pattern is down, down, which is normal. Then down and up, but then you get two downs at the end, da 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 da, which is unusual at the end. I've never quite understood why, because you know the right version would have fitted. I have a feeling that he meant it to be the same as all the others, and he just wrote it in too big a hurry, and he just got confused, or he just put the ink down. He lost his rubber, and just had to go. He's it'll work. It'll be all right. I'll do it. I'll tell them when I get to London that that's wrong, and then forgot. But we're going to do what he wrote for now. Okay, basses. Oh, that didn't play. Is the one where it breaks. Let's do it once more, basses. You haven't done much yet. Okay, now I think it's just little ones now, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so this is on page 101, or letter F for Freddie. Okay, this is the basses starters. We have da 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 da. Okay, very easy, and the soprano altos do the same. And then sopranos, same thing. You notice that Ned, you have two crotchets at the end of that. I think you were right on that. Tenors, bar 4 of F and 1. Oh, I'm playing the tenors wrong all the time. Altos, that same bar at the end of that. That's that nasty one. You should have that last note of that bar changed to a top note. Okay, we'll do those two together. I'm going to, so the top note of letter F, the first, second, third, the fourth bar of F, where you've got semiquavers at the beginning of the bar, and then at the end of the bar you've got that arpeggio. It should go to a top C at the end of it, and we're going to do those 2 runs together now, altos, starting in the 3rd bar of F. This altos. We got something new to learn at last. Okay, so this is that little bit to learn on the end, but it's not difficult. It's just a couple of little shakes. Let's do that once more. Altos, you got the biggest bit to do here. And 2, 3. Okay, a lot of work to do there. Okay, this is sopranos, which is the same as we were expecting, except for that little twiddle at the end. And oh no, yes, it's the 1, 2, 3, the 4th bar of F, and we'll go back to the basses in 2 seconds. But sopranos for now. 2, 3. Okay, so it's down, down, down. 3 downs, down, 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 and then and an up. So down, 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 up, and then it's let's do it once more, sopranos, with those patterns in mind. Okay, and I'm not going to attempt to play those together. Basses, you've got an awkward jump. This is the first one with a really big jump in the middle of it. Yes, he is saving special things for the basses, isn't he, in this one? We'll do it with 2 hands. Okay, just sing that to me. And we have turned. I think that's it, isn't it? Okay, I'm not going to play the whole thing through because you can easily go and listen to that and we run out of time if I'm not careful. So I hope that's just reminded you how those little runs go. I don't want you to forget those, having done so much work on them before. I'm going to play you a donut song. Now you'll find on the page next week there'll be on your web page. I'll put up the links to. There's 3 of these songs. They're only a page each, but rather than me having to share it every week, which I'm going to do now. Sorry, let me just grab this up. This is it. Here it is. I'm just going to share that screen. Where is it? There it is. So you can see the song. You've heard this song before. Just going to sing it again, and then we're just going to go through a little bit of do, re, mi to make sure we know what we're doing. Here we go. This is Don't Eat the Last Donut. Don't eat the last donut, 'cause it's me that it's safe for. Ray said he'd like to eat it, but he isn't here no more. So don't eat the last donut, or it's me you'll answer to. But we'll get along fine if you just say that one is mine, and you'll get hit if you tell Ray. So don't. Okay, so there's all I want you to do is remember, it's just a way of remembering where some of these notes are. So the do, ti, la, you know the sort of score. I explained to you last week, I think, why this is important. I was thinking it's sort of, it's just a way of measuring where notes are using a relative bass. You know, if you gave, let me just stop sharing. If you had to give someone directions from, you know, here to the centre of London, you'd give it all relative to where you're starting. You wouldn't give the coordinates of where you are now as in relation to, you know, Moscow, and then say, you know, it's 1400 miles east and 6 north, and then you go 1401 west, and you don't. You just say start here and go up there. It's a bit like that with do, re, mi. So wherever your do is, you know where the re is. So if you've sung do, you You don't even need to know what note it is. You go do. If that's a do, then that's the re. And if you could just know that that's a do and you've got to sing a re, it's easily done. You agree with me, I think, on that. But if I tell you, right, that's an E flat, and I need you to sing an F, and you go, now that's not quite so easy. I mean, it isn't an E flat and it isn't an F, but it would sound like that if it was. You see what I mean? And another thing is, like, you know this tune. Three blind mice, see how they run, see how they run. You know that tune very well. But if I said it's mi re do, you'd know immediately that it's that tune. But if you were told that it's F, E flat, D flat, you might have to think for a second how that might sound. And then I say, it's the same as G sharp, F sharp, E. You go, that doesn't sound like that's going to sound the same. But the first one, F, E flat, D flat, goes that's those. And the other one I said was G sharp, three blind mice. That each one sounds the same because it is actually mi re do, but it's not. There's 12 ways of writing mi re do. That's without changing octave. So it's much more complicated when it's on a piece of music, which is where people sort of go, I can't read music, I can't sight read. It's actually not that it isn't that difficult if you know where you are on this scale, which is why I'm keen to just do a little bit of this. So let me just get that do. That's our do for the day. Could you just pin my picture on the screen so that it's and put it in speaker view? Or you'd probably just go into speaker view. I think I'm there, am I? Where's my pointer gone? Can you see it now? Can you see what I'm pointing at? We're just going to do now. I'm just going to go. I'll do what we've done before. You've seen the routine. So I'll point. I'll give you a chance to see if you're singing it. So I'll go do, and I'll sing it afterwards, and then you just check. It's only you that's going to score it. But I want to look at those T, do. Like this note is one that gets forgotten. Okay, just going to concentrate on T a little bit tonight. Here we go. So do, T, do, 'cause it's me that it's a for. Remember, me. Do. Do should be fairly straightforward. Now this one. T, do. T often goes with do. T, do, 'cause it's me. Do, T, la. Remember la if you can. Sad sort of note. La. Do, la. Have you got it? Do, T, la. Do. Ray said he'd like to eat it. Do you remember? Ray said he'd like to eat it. If you remember that bit of the song, Ray. Okay. Do, T. Remember this? Who said he'd like to eat it? Ray. Did you get that? Do. 'Cause it's me that it's a for. Ray, I hope you got that. Do. Now remember this note. T, the nasty little note is T, do. Ray. T, do. 'Cause it's me. Do. T. Now remember. La, the sad note. Do. Remember the sad note. La. Okay, they're coming. I'm going to stop now. I hope those are coming to you slowly. I mean, it's just a way of remembering them if you can. Let me just unpin myself because everything goes wrong if I don't. Remove the pin. Right, we're going to have a listen to some little exercises. Now, this week, I've tried to make it a little bit easier. So it's got me going do, re, mi, do, ti, la. I'll show you what I do. I sing with it each time. Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so. Oh, can you get a piece of paper and a pencil? That's what you're going to need. Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so. I sing that, and the piano plays a so, and then it'll play one more note. It'll be a do, a re, or a mi, or a ti, or a la. It's going to play one of those 5 notes, and then I'm asking you to write it down so that you don't mess about with the poll while you're doing it. Just write it down. And the other thing was, everybody says, oh, I didn't write down what I did, so I don't know whether I got it right now. They just have a guess on the thing, and then. But I'll bring the poll up in a moment. It's the same as last week. You've got to say whether it's a mi, re, do, ti, la, or you guess it's a mi, guess it's a re, etc. So if you just write it on a scrap of paper, it doesn't need to be a neat piece of paper. You could just etch it on something. Here we are. Okay, so it's going to have me singing, and then it'll me asking you what the question is, and the numbered as they go through. So I'll just play them. I'll play each one once. Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing, am I now? I need to share again. Sorry. Here we go. And.
Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so.
Now this note.
Number 1, what note is that?
Okay, number 2, here we go.
Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so. Number 2, what note is that?
Okay.
Jonathan, shall we put this in the poll?
Yeah, no, write it down first. You'll put it in the poll. Yeah, no, sorry, good question. But no, I'll put it in the poll in a minute. It just confuses people if you put it in now. And then people haven't got a record. That's the worst thing. Okay,
the first one again, Jonathan.
Yes, of course I can. Yeah, I tell you, the other thing that somebody said puts them off is it goes do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so, and then it plays that so again. That so I've stopped singing. I'm trying to get you to ignore that. It's the next note where I go, what note is that? That's the one you go for. Okay, I'll start again if you like. They're numbered easily. They're the numbers in the question. I'll start again. So here we go.
Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so. Number 1, what note is that?
Somebody asked for them to be repeated the other day, so that's why I'm doing that. Here we go.
Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so. Number 2, what note is that?
On to the next one.
Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so. Number 3, what note is that?
Okay, next one.
Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so. Number 4, what note is that?
Could you give the number first, please? Because I'm losing track of which number it is. If you do it again, or going on to the next one.
Okay, yes, yeah. Do you want that one again? That was number 4.
I'd like all of them again.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I'll announce the number and then I'll play it. Okay, this is number 1.
Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so. Number 1, what note is that?
Number 2. This is number 2 coming up.
Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so. Number 2, what note is that?
If you could think of the bit of the song. Okay, this is number 3 coming up. This is number 3 now.
Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so. Number 3, what note is that?
Okay, this is number 4 coming up now. This is number 4.
Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so. Number 4, what note is that?
What you could do is try and hum through that little thing which I just sang before, do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so, and just see if that comes out at one of the notes you hear. Okay, in fact, the answer is in what I sing at the beginning. Here's number 5. This is number 5.
Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so. Number 5, what note is that?
Okay, number 6.
Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so. Number 6, what note is that?
Okay, number 7.
Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so. Number 7, what note is that?
Okay, and the last one, this is number 8.
Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so. Number 8, what note is that?
Okay, I just stop that. Okay, I'm going to launch that poll now, so you can fill in the answers. Remember, there are 8 answers. Okay, there are 8 answers, so you need to scroll down, and I'm afraid you do need to answer each one with something. If you don't know it, try one of the guesses. Okay, but don't submit till you get. You'll need to answer all 8 questions with one answer each. It's anonymous, so don't worry about it. No one ever knows who guesses what or answers what, I'm afraid. Okay, so just scroll down and fill in for each one. You should have it written on your page, and then I'll run through the answers quickly. Good, the cat started to come in.
It's not letting me submit.
You may have missed one. I think this what
I
happens.
haven't done one yet. I don't.
Sorry?
I don't think I've done one yet. What have I done wrong?
No, have you answered all the questions? Have you?
No, I haven't answered anything.
Oh, you can't submit until you've answered the questions.
So it says name the note 1. Then what happens?
And then you say whether it was a mi, re, do, ti, la, or guess a mi, guess a re, guess a do, ti, or la.
Okay. And
So yeah, and then that's it, Joe. Just
oh,
say
I've got
which...
it now. So I'm being
Scroll
totally
down.
thick.
Oh no,
I'm
don't
totally
worry.
stupid.
No, it's okay. I'd rather you ask.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, no, bless you. Yeah, so this is too much exercise. Oh, this is like hard work. This is like school. Didn't want to learn anything. Yeah, good. We're getting there. Good. A third of you have voted already, so still waiting for 2/3 of you to fill it in.
I find that extra note at the end off-putting.
Yes, there's somebody else said that. Yeah, but I want it there. Do you know the thing is, what's going to happen? I know it's off-putting. Yeah, it would have been if we go do re mi do ti la so, and then just the next note. Yeah, but eventually, you see, what I want you to be able to do is just to be able to listen to a bit of a Brahms symphony, and a clarinet plays a note, and you go, it's a re. Do you see what I mean? You shouldn't really have to, but I'll give you as many props as you need until you, okay, we've got.
Can I have a second poll so that I can answer G, D, F, A, F, E, A, E?
Are you allowed?
Oh, you're doing it. Are you doing it on perfect pitch, John?
Because I've never learned tonic so far.
Oh, right.
When you go do ti, I have to say that's a semitone.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah, but
I totally get what you're doing. Totally.
yeah, the thing is, I know you say you haven't learnt it, but I bet you in your head, you see, you will know these things. You've just never named it.
Yeah.
You see, if I play a great, suppose you're singing with Chelmsford Cathedral Choir and you're going to say "God Save the Queen," and the brass band comes in with a big introduction, and they for some reason are playing it in A flat, you don't go. You just wouldn't do it. If they go, you wouldn't go, God save. We normally start on a G. You don't do that. You just go, for goodness sake, it's God save our gracious Queen. So you just go, it's do do re ti do re. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
and knowing it's a semitone is quite right. But that's how people work out how to sing the next note. But I'm saying you don't even need to know that.
Don't need that. Yeah.
No, you just sing a tonic and you've got the right note. But you need to know what the tonic is. It's a little bit more work, but you can help with that. Oh, look, we're on 78%. Is anybody about to submit and will be annoyed if I end the poll now? No. Okay, I'm gonna close it because 82%. Someone snuck in under the wire there. Okay, I'm going to end the poll unless somebody shouts out now. No, nobody's. Okay, I just end the poll and then I'll share the results with you and I'll go quickly. I was just looking earlier as they came in. It's looking very encouraging. So the red, if you have to scroll down yourself. So the first answer is Ray, the second answer is La, which is the 43%. Nearly half got it right. 43% got the third one right, which is Do. 52% got the Me on the next one. Number 5, it's Do, 52%. It's getting better. Now this one's difficult. T, that's always a difficult one. That's what I was looking at a bit earlier. Number 6 was T. There's a third of you got that right straight away, and 22% of you guessed it as well. So we're together. And then Me, I should count up the number who got it right and those who guessed it right, and that's by far the majority on that one. Number 7 I'm looking at. Yeah, and then number 8, it's another T, and it's a tie with a La. That's a toughie, isn't it? T. And the same with the guessing, that people guess T and La. That's lovely. I'm going to photocopy it. Have you all seen enough of that? Yeah, okay. I'm just going to stop sharing that. Now I'll photograph that in a moment. I'm wondering if we could have just a couple of minutes break, or do you want to do breakout rooms, or should we I just need a moment to get these results down, and then I'll
just a quick one, Jonathan. I sent a letter in to John Cruddas, our MP, regarding the choir singing coming
Good
back
for you.
again. So and also did the survey as well.
Well, I think we should all just fill that in, and as you say, Tony, just send you. There's some templates going around. I mean, there's somebody sent one.
I saw it was on BBC News as well. About all the petition and how unfair it was.
Yeah.
I think the last I saw it was 36,000.
Good. Yes.
So, 38,000 now.
Oh, is it? Oh,
mine yesterday, so
it's more. It's almost 39,000 now.
Oh, that's great. So it's climbing even now. So it might get to 100,000, but whether it changes their mind, I don't know. But I think it can't do any harm, can it?
No.
You keep asking. I'm
but
hoping.
we need it to come back for September, and I mean the way they're going, it's starting to look iffy for September if we don't get something changed now.
That's right. They need to start. They need to acknowledge that it does a lot of damage not doing this. So. Absolutely. Yeah, let's hope. Yeah, and as we've said before, all these football crowds are back and people are in pubs. It does seem a little bit unfair, but let's hope.
That gives me hope that by the 21st they'll have got the evidence in and they'll open up.
Yes.
You can't tell me that people watching football in a pub are going to stay quiet.
No,
they're going to be flatting and hollering.
Yes, you're right. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I've got a little quiz for you. This is another tune in the bass part. It'll be the bass part this week. In a couple of weeks, I'll do one in an alto part, but this is bass part. And I'll bring up a poll afterwards. Okay, so just listen, see if you can catch it on. I'll play each one once this time, see if you can do it. Okay,
Do
and
you
it's
want
got.
to mute everybody?
Oh, I will. Yes, I'll do that. Thanks, Pam. Thank you. Okay, I've muted everyone. So this is it in 4 parts. It's got a count in because it's in 6/8. So it'll go 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2, and then it comes in. Okay, so you know where you are in the bar, because I think it's just notes being fired at you is difficult. Okay, here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. Okay, that was, if you got it in 1, that was all 4 parts. I'm going to play it with the 3 parts now. This is in 3 parts. 1 and a 2. See some recognition. Dave looks like he's actually singing along to it. Have you got it, Dave? Yeah, well done. Okay, you got it. Right. Steve's got it. Yeah. Okay, if you look at their lips, it'll give you a clue. Here we go. This is now in 2 parts now, so I'm hoping you might get it now. If you haven't got it, it's got the part at the bottom and just one other thing with it. 1 and a 2. Okay, and if you're still wanting to guess, here is the tune. My Bonnie. Okay, now just one more thing to go. I'm just going to play it. Now you know what the tune is. You've heard it. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to play all the 4 parts again. And just see if you can hear it now. Just now your ear knows what it's listening for. Just have a listen here. 1 and a 2. Okay, I'll just bring up a little poll for that. Pam, I was wondering if you, I don't know if you can still get the last one. Download it. I meant to ask you.
I've already downloaded that one.
Oh, you are a star. Thank you. Here we go. This is Spot the Tune. So this is a lot easier to fill in. You can fill in more than one question, more than one answer. So I'd like you to fill in. You got it on sort of 3, say, but you still found it difficult to hear at the end. So just the last 2 questions. When I knew the tune, I found it easy to hear, or when I found the tune, I still found it difficult. So we just gonna. There's a few. If you got it in 1, that's good. Good.
Last week I got it quite easily, but this week I couldn't, and I think it's because I'm on a tablet, and the sound's not that great.
I did wonder about that because it's at the bottom. I noticed Steve's wearing headphones and he got it fairly soon. Yeah, it is easier to hear the bass end on better speakers. Yes, yeah, sorry about that, Sue. Yeah, it'll move up to the alto in a couple of weeks. I got it planned, so yeah, might be easier for you when it's in the alto part there. Your speakers will hear it a bit better.
Oh, Jonathan, I haven't got any poll come up.
Go to the bottom, Philip. It says polling at the bottom of your screen. You see the pictures of all of us at the bottom. There should be something that says polling, or is right? What do you want? A tablet or a?
I'm on a tablet. Yes. So.
Oh, I don't know where it is on there. Is it the word polling? It can get hidden. I've heard this before. Other people.
Right, I'll search for it.
On mine, it just comes up automatically.
It should come up, but you can do all sorts of things. You can close the window by accident and things, and then it disappears, and you just go to polling, is the word you're looking for, and if you find it somewhere on the screen, it'll pull it up.
I don't know what to put on that poll because I recognised the tune straight away, but I couldn't remember what it was called for the life.
Oh, that's fine. Deborah, it doesn't really naming the tune is not. It's not. We're not on. So I would say you got it in 1. If you could hear the tune and you knew it, that's really what it's about. So I would go with 1 on that. Philip, have you found it?
Not yet.
No.
No, don't worry.
I think you might miss it. There's only 2 of you haven't done it. So I'm going to end that poll and just show you that it was it was most people got it on 4 actually this week. So it was that was a hard one, I think. We got a few who got it at the very beginning, which was great, and then it was quite hard to do. But well done all of you who got it on 1. That was amazing. Okay, and Pam, you've got all that, have you? Have I shared the results? Have you seen it? Sorry, there you go. Sorry, I thought I'd shared it. It's there. I'd pressed the wrong button. There we go. And then Pam, you can download it now, can't you? Thanks.
No, I've already downloaded it.
Yeah, good on you. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing that now because I think we've done that. Great, thank you. Okay, we've got now the King and I medley, which we sang a couple of years ago. Helen and I have recorded it now so we can sing along to it. And here it is. Oh, it's 16 minutes. Oh, I might do. Sorry, it's too long, isn't it? I'll go from halfway through it. How about that? Let me just bring it up. I'll wind it on to halfway through. I don't know where we are. King and I medley. This is the last. I'll chop it about in 2, so I've no idea where it's starting. We'll do the first half of it next week, or if I'll leave a bit more time to do it. But they're such lovely songs. Here we go, from halfway through. Oh, go.
The result of this deception is very strange to tell. For when I fool the people I fool myself as well. I whistle a happy tune, and every single time the happiness in the tune convinces me that I'm not afraid. Make believe you're brave, and the trick will take you far.
You may be as brave as you make believe you are.
It's page 11 if you.
You may be as brave as you make believe you are.
Okay, we're at the bottom of page 11. It's coming up to bar 308 at the bottom. Shall we dance?
Shall we dance? On a bright cloud of music shall we fly? Shall we dance? Shall we then say goodnight and mean goodbye? Or perchance, when the last little star has left the sky, shall we still be together with our arms around each other? And shall you be my new romance? On the clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen. Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance? The earth smelled of summer, and the sky was streaked with white, and the soft mist of England was sleeping on a hill. I remember this, and I always will. There are new lovers now on the same silent hill, looking on the same blue sea.
lost my chance.
Don't cry, young lovers, whatever you do. Don't cry because I'm alone. All of my memories are happy tonight. I've had a love of mine. I've had a love of mine. I've had a love of my own, like yours. I've had a love of my own.
I have dreamed that your arms are lovely. I have dreamed what a joy you'll be.
I have dreamed every word you whisper when you're close, close to me. How you look in the glow of evening. I have dreamed and enjoyed the joy of you. In these dreams I loved you so that by now I think I know what it's like to be loved by you. By you, I will love, being loved by you.
Alone and awake, I've looked at the stars, the same that smiled on you. And time and again, I've thought all the things that you were thinking too.
I have dreamed that your arms are
I have dreamed that your arms are
I have dreamed what a joy you'll be.
I have dreamed what a joy
I have dreamed every word you whisper when you're close, close to me. How you look in the glow of evening. I have dreamed and enjoyed the joy of you. In these dreams I've loved you so that by now I think I know what it's like to be loved by you. Loved by you. I will love being loved by you. By you. I will love being loved, being loved by you.
Oh, isn't it marvellous music? We had such a good time recording that. We were loving it all day. That was great. I think might be. How well do you remember that one? Is it coming back to you?
Coming back.
Coming back. Because I've got it on the list. It was done a little while back. And what we've tended to do with those, James isn't here this week because he wouldn't have done it. And I think there's various other people who might. I'm going to take a few bits of that maybe and just rehearse them if we do it properly, because there are some difficult corners in there that it might be nice. Be nice to keep those sort of up to scratch. Do you ever do concerts like you just perform at the South Bank or just at a?
Not as yet.
No, I don't mean the South. Yeah, like that. No, I mean we occasionally Forest do a lot of it. It's like that there's they need somebody to do 15 minutes at the town hall or something, and it's nice. We have all this repertoire just up our sleeves for things like that, or we do a trip. Have you ever done a trip anywhere? Have you ever thought of?
We've only done one trip, but we've done several concerts at the Queen's, where we've just done, part of the mayor's fundraising concerts. Like we've done some of those.
Yes, and the sort of repertoire that you would get for those would be this sort of thing. I mean, things that are crowd pleasers. Yes, yeah. Have you ever done Streets of London?
What, Ralph McTell?
No.
Yes. Yeah.
One of my very favourites, but no, we haven't.
Oh, I must. I think I might. Actually, I'm going to teach that to you, because that's our stock one. If you want to win a concert, if you're in, when we did one with 13 choirs in Walthamstow performed, and it's not a competition, I have to add, but everybody does do their best. We always do the Streets of London. I'll bring it along. I'll teach it to you, because it's very.
You showed us, Jonathan, or there was a YouTube video of it. I listened to it. It was really
the
nice.
YouTube. Yeah, the May Oh, have I put it on YouTube?
I'm sure it's somewhere. Definitely, I listened to one of your choirs singing it, and it was lovely.
Yeah, no, that's right. It's very popular. It's we've done it quite a lot. There's a lot of choirs have asked for copies of that, but it's orchestrated as well. So it's one that you can do either with piano. It's great with just piano, or it works well with. Anyway, that's for the future.
It's a lovely song.
Yeah. I'll introduce you to it. Yeah, I think you'd like it. Pam, Donna, Trevor, is there anything we need to say to everybody?
Just a reminder that we meet again on the 16th of June.
And have a lovely 2 weeks.
Oh yes, it's break time, isn't it? Yeah.
Enjoy the sunshine.
It's going to start, Stu. It is going to be sunny, isn't it? They promised us.
Well, my pressure's moving in.
It's next week, I think. Yeah. I think we're having it at the right time. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in in 3 weeks. Then is that right?
Yeah.
2 off. I'll see you in 3. Okay, lovely.
Okay. Thank you, Jonathan.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Lovely to see you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. Bye.